Thank you very much. Thanks. I'd like to thank for the invitation and every one of you for being here. Thank you very much. I'm Alejandro Covalin, CTO and co-founder of Spark Biomedical. We make neuromodulation devices to help people get away from drug dependency. I'll show you what we're doing. First, I will talk about the problem we're trying to fix or help. I'll show you why wearable neuromodulation can actually help. I'll compare that with a pharmaceutical approach. And I'll talk about the first generation, which was made with traditional flex electronics. Why we wanted to change, how we did it to get it at a cost efficient with the printed electronics. And one of the main challenges we face with using printed electronics as a medical device company. First, let me talk about the problem. Many of us are aware of the fact that the society has a big issue when it comes to opioids. I know that it's mainly the US, but it's not exclusively a problem with the US. These are US numbers from 2020. Things are getting worse as it's going through. In the US in 2020, there were more than 10 million people misusing opioids. That led to about close to 70,000 deaths due to overdoses. And there's another aspect of this problem that many people don't realize or they're not aware of. And that is that with that many adults being dependent, well, you have babies being born dependent. In fact, in 2020 in the US, there were 35,000 babies born dependent to opioids. That is one baby every 15 minutes. Now, when you talk about the economic implications, well, the US economy shed about $80 billion in 2020 due to this problem as a whole. As an example, a single overdose, and I'm not talking about those that tragically lead to death, but overall, a regular, in average, overdose will cost, in Texas, $36,000. That includes the first responders, the ER department, etc. Now, when it comes to babies, well, babies are treated in the neonatal intensive care unit. That's not cheap. It actually costs around $3,500 a day. The national US average length of stay for a baby that is being treated is 25 days. 23 days, actually. So it's very expensive as a whole. And if that was not bad enough, not all people look for, when they have a problem, not everybody looks for medical advice or medical way to get rid of this. Only 60% of people that have the problem look for medical treatment. And those 40% that don't are mainly not looking for it because they're afraid of the withdrawal. I'll talk about it, the withdrawal specifically in the next slide, but consider also that those 60% of people that actually look for medical advice, sadly, 80% of them that go through the process and get detoxified and cleaned and without any substance in their body, within a month, 80% of them relapse. So it's a cycle that it needs to be broken. Clearly, having this kind of a cycle means that we do not have effective treatments. As I said before, you have 60% of people looking for medical advice, then people that go through the process and get cleaned, again, they relapse, 80% of them within a month. And then overall, you have 22% of the people going through the cycle 5 times. Now, the main barrier for people looking for a solution, for a medical advice, is the withdrawal. The withdrawal is a physiological reaction of the body when you become dependent and you try to stop using. And I've heard people describe it as a intolerable malaise, overwhelming anxiety. People have told me that they feel they're going to die. So people in withdrawal, many of them feel that they are afraid for their life. That's why they become irrational. That's why you hear these horror stories about people doing stuff, horrific stuff, when they try to or they need to get more of the substance.